Hi mga palangga! Kamusta kayo? In this video, I'm going to share with you a very important information on what to do or what we need to do in case we encounter and we found unauthorized transactions from our credit card. Based from my experience, wala pa naman ako na-encounter ng mga unauthorized transactions sa mga credit cards ko at wag naman sana. And since I'm also working at a fintech company, so I decided to create this video para mabigyan ko din kayo ng idea mga palangga kung ano nga ba yung mga steps na dapat natin gawin in case we found and encounter unauthorized transactions from our credit card. And the first step mga palangga is double check your tracker. As always sa mga credit card videos ko, ang lagi ko talagang tip is always have a tracker sa mga naging spending and usages natin with our credit card. The reason for this mga palangga kasi madali natin makalimutan lalo na kapag sobrang dami natin mga usages or spending. So makakalimutan talaga natin yung ibang mga charges kung sa atin ba ito galing or hindi, tayo ba yung gumawa nito or hindi. Kaya it's really important talaga na meron tayong tracker. And that way, makikita natin kung ano nga ba talaga yung mga pinag-spend natin with our credit card. Kaya naman, if we found or encounter an authorized transaction, wag muna tayong mag-panic. Try muna nating i-recall yung time and date ng transaction, kung ano ba yung ginawa natin during that time. And also, double-check with our tracker kung nasulat ba natin siya sa tracker natin, tayo ba talaga yung nag-spend na yun, or you may also try to check kung may in-authorize ba tayo ng mga family members or loved ones of using our credit card. So, always double-check nga ba talaga. Baka naman kasi valid talaga yung transaction, nakalimutan lang talaga natin. Kaya always recall, double-check natin mga palangga kung tayo nga ba talaga yung gumawa ng transaction or hindi. And aside from the help of the tracker mga palangga, always monitor din yung ating online banking, yung mga transactions natin sa online banking, kung accurate nga ba yung mga naging spending natin doon. So, monitor natin siya mga palangga, always check. Ang ginagawa ko, everyday talaga ako nag-check ng mga online banking ko, kung akin nga ba talaga yung mga charges or mga additional charges ba na hindi ako aware. So, yun. Always monitor mga palangga and do not wait longer before taking necessary action. Dapat, if we found unauthorized and we confirm na unauthorized talaga, so dapat kailangan na nating mag-take ng action immediately. Step number 2 is use available card control. So, once we're able to confirm mga palangga na meron talagang unauthorized transaction sa ating card or may mga suspicious activity, so our next step mga palangga is to take advantage and maximize our available card control. So, itong mga card controls mga palangga is the self-service option na meron tayo na kung saan pwede nating makontrol yung ating card like locking the card or disabling the card from using it. And most of the banks na ngayon mga palangga offers this option sa ating mga online banking where we can control our card. And some of the banks then offers an option na pwede na tayo mag-file ng replacement or i-report natin yung card natin as lost or stolen. And by the way, kapag meron talagang tayong unauthorized transaction sa ating card mga palangga, kailangan talaga nating i-replace yung ating card and i-report as lost or stolen. And that way, we'll get a replacement card and to prevent any additional unauthorized transaction from happening. So, kailangan talaga ma-close yung current card natin na na-compromise. And we need to get a new credit card with the new card details on it. And for me mga palangga, taking the step of maximizing our card control kapag may mga unauthorized transaction tayo is our initial responsibility. Kasi nasa sa atin na yung option to lock or disabling our card. So, kailangan natin siya ma-maximize as also our responsibility nang sa gayon, ma-prevent pa yung mga additional unauthorized transactions from happening. And if you don't have this option mga palangga for card control, then we can proceed now to our step number 3, which is call the bank immediately. So, this step mga palangga is very important sa lahat. So, in case we found unauthorized transactions or unauthorized activity from our credit card, we must call our bank immediately. Aside from taking advantage or maximizing our card control, so it's also our responsibility to reach out and contact our bank to report those unauthorized charges. And calling the bank immediately mga palangga is our big responsibility in case we notice unauthorized transactions. In that way, they will be able to provide us the next step kung ano pa yung mga dapat natin gawin, and kapag hindi pa natin nagawa sa mga available card controls natin, they can also help us getting a replacement credit card. Card replacement is also required in case we filed unauthorized transactions. Wala kasing option sa part ng bank na mag-block ng specific merchant. Once our card gets compromised or someone got our card card details, then there's still a possibility that they will be able to use our card with the different merchants. Kaya naman, replacing our card talaga is a requirement in order for us to be able to file a dispute. Additionally, aside from taking urgent actions sa card na compromise, so we're also reaching out to the bank to file a dispute with those unauthorized charges. Siyempre, unauthorized yun, so dapat hindi tayo responsible sa pagbabayad ng mga unauthorized transactions, especially kapag wala talaga tayong kinalaman at hindi natin kasalanan yung pag-process ng transaction. So, we can file a dispute to the bank na hindi natin inauthorize to, hindi tayong gumawa nito. And since we are filing a dispute, then make sure mga palangga that we listed all those unauthorized charges. So, kapag madami sila mga palangga, ilista na natin siya, double check para ma-make sure talaga na ma-cover natin yung mga unauthorized transactions. Kasi kung ano lang yung pwede natin sabihin kay bank na mga unauthorized charges, lang yung kailan pwedeng i-dispute. Kaya make sure talaga na nalista natin lahat ng mga unauthorized charges before filing our dispute. Additionally, since we are the ones seeking assistance sa bank regarding sa compromised card natin and having unauthorized transactions, so make sure then to follow the instruction provided by the bank representative. Kapag may mga questions sila na tinatanong sa atin, so answer those questions and kailangan dapat maging specific tayo sa mga sagot natin. And ikalma lang din natin yung ating sarili, wag natin pagalitan yung bank representative or wag natin isisi kung sino man yung may kasalanan dun sa unauthorized transaction. So just follow the instruction provided by the bank representative kasi tayo mismo yung humingi ng tulong. So kailangan dapat yung tulungan din natin yung bank representative na makapag-file ng dispute ng maayos. Now, may option din naman tayo mag-send ng email sa mga banks natin. Yun nga lang, sending emails may takes a while bago tayo makareceive ng response sa kanila. Kaya it's much better talaga na mag-reach out sa bank natin through live channels or calling the bank. Na sa ganyan, makakuha agad tayo ng mga live responses kasi this cases mga palangga of having unauthorized transactions is very serious at kailangan talaga siya ng urgent action. Kaya naman, it's really necessary na kailangan natin mag-reach out sa bank immediately. And the fourth step mga palangga is following up on a dispute. So once the bank representative able to help us submitting our dispute, they will also provide us the expected turnaround time as to when we will expect to receive updates and also resolution sa dispute natin. So always take note of the turnaround time mga palangga. And if they provided us any reference number or ticket number, so always take note of that case reference number para meron tayong references in the future. The importance of taking reference number din kasi mga palangga para in case na mag-follow up tayo sa bangko, hindi na natin kailangan pang ulit-ulitin yung ating sarili kasi most of the time, ino-note naman nila yung sa system nila kung ano nga ba yung mga nangyari, ganun. And once we have the reference number, so after the verification na kailangan nila, so may kita na agad nila kung ano nga ba yung mga nangyari sa atin from the previous report. Now, if in case naman na more than the expected waiting time na pero wala pa tayo na-receive na updates regarding with our dispute, it's now our responsibility mga palangga to follow up with our bank. And that way, we'll be able to know kung ano na nga ba talaga yung nangyari sa dispute natin, if they need additional information pa ba, or if they need additional time pa ba. So, dapat aware tayo kung ano talaga yung nangyari sa dispute case natin. Again, this kind of cases mga palangga is very serious talaga. Kaya, kailangan talaga natin ng cooperation dun sa bank and that we will be able to get favorable resolution. Again, mga palangga, reminder lang, the banks are always taking very seriously regarding with this kind of cases and reports to unauthorized transaction kasi possible na maging loss of funds nila yon in case na ma-refund nila sa inyo tapos na-process na kung sino man yung kumuha nung or nag-process ng transaction. So, if wala na silang way para ma-retrieve yung funds, so magiging loss na nila yung nakuha o nagamit na yun. Kaya naman, they always investigate this very seriously at malalaman talaga nila mga palangga kung unauthorized nga ba talaga yung transactions or hindi. And naman mga palangga, be careful in filing this type of disputes. Kasi if the bank will find out na valid naman talaga yung transactions, then definitely, madi-deny talaga yung ating dispute. And most of them naman sa mga napapansin ko, if they're able to confirm talaga upon their investigation na unauthorized talaga yung transaction, they will be able to help us naman to get favorable results sa ating dispute, like to reverse the transaction para hindi na tayo responsible na bayaran yung mga unauthorized charges. And honestly, this is also one of the reason kung bakit credit card yung lagi kong ginagamit with all my purchases and spending. And that way, kasi kapag may makompromise man yung card ko at magkaroon ng mga unauthorized charges, so I do have an option to file a dispute with the bank. Unlike if gagamitin ko talaga yung debit card ko, so nawalan na ako ng funds and it may takes a while pa, hindi pa ganun ka sure kung ma-reverse nga ba yung charges or hindi. Kaya it's really good din talaga to use credit credit card compared from debit card. So that's it for today's video, mga palangga. I hope you've learned about the steps that we need to take in case we encounter or we found unauthorized transactions from our credit card. And if you think this is a helpful video, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing na din, mga palangga, if you haven't already, for more contents like this. Again, this is John Paul, and always remember to be kind to yourself and to others. See you in our next vlog. Bye!